Hello and welcome to a short introduction video to the administrator toolset for SAP NetWeaver Identity Management. What I'm going to do here in the next few minutes is giving you a brief showcasing of the reconciliation module of this tool. By reconciliation, we, or in this case better I, mean forcing the identity management system to synchronize its data for one or multiple users on one or in fact multiple backend systems. However, to keep the showcasing short for now, and we'll limit the session to an ABAP-only system. So as you can see here, we have 4 users prepared for the showcasing, and we'll demo ABAP 1 to demo ABAP 4, and we'll just start right off here with number 1. As you can see, this guy has 3 regular assignments. And what I'm going to do now is I'll switch over to the ABAP system and delete the roles the user. Save it. Short look. Okay, and the roles are missing. So what you can do with the tool in this case is, if you have the user selected in the UI, and go for choose tasks, go for the admin tool UI tasks here, and there you have 3 reconciliation options in fact. However, since we have a problem on authorization level in this case, reconcile user on authorization level is the correct choice. It's actually pretty simple. You just have to choose the task, next screen, execute it, and the system will work. And what the system is going to do in this case is we'll go over the assignments for the user and re-push them back to the backend system. So let's have a short look on our first guy here. Yeah, as you can see, 3 roles are back for this one. Okay, a second use case that you might have is that you're missing a user completely on one of your systems. So for that case, I'll show you the demo ABAP 2 guy. We have him here, and now I'll delete it completely. So the user does not exist anymore. In this case, you can go for the same module actually and go back to the choose task and for the admin tool UI tasks. However, if we would run a reconciliation on authorization basis for this guy, in this case this would fail simply because the user is not existent on the system, on the ABAP system anymore. So the identity management will run into an error here, basically stating that the user could not be found. However, you have an option to fix a user like this as well, with a third reconciliation option here, and which will force the identity management to recreate the user completely on a system. So it's actually simple again, choose task, and on the next screen, execute the reconciliation. And what the system is going to do in this case now, it will recreate the user on the backend system, in this case our ABAP system, and send an email notification with a new password to the user, well, to the defined email address for the user, and afterwards re-push all of the authorizations for this guy. So let's have a short look on this one. The user's back, as you can see, and the roles are back as well. Okay, a third use case that we might encounter is if you know that you have a problem with multiple users in one of your systems. And for that case, I'll switch over to our third and fourth guy here and just change master data, just change the last name, for example. Save it. Save it as well. Okay. Last name there changed, and here as well. Okay, for this third use case, you can switch the entry type from person to a new one called system, which is delivered with the tool, and look for that one object we have here and go back to the admin tool UI tasks. As you can see here, you have multiple options actually on this entry type. However, we'll stick to the reconciliation for now. Okay, the reconciliation module here is very similar to the one you saw for single persons. You have three different options: authorization, master data, and a recreation one. However, since we have a problem with master data in this case, we'll go for the reconcile repositories master data option here. So in the next screen, you have the option to, in fact, select multiple repositories to reconcile. You can do this at once and choose 2 or 3 repositories, and the system will reconcile all of them. However, since we only have a problem on ID in 8050 at the moment, just choose that one and execute it. Okay, what the system is going to do in this case now is it will cycle through all the users in IDM that are associated with the ID 8015 and repush all of them, including their master data, back to the ABAP system. So let's have a short look here. Our Demo ABAP 3 guy is back to user ABAP 3, and our 4th guy should be back to our number 4 here. Same behavior, as you can see. Okay, if this should draw your interest or you have feedback, you can contact us via the contact details provided below the video in the description. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.